In this tutorial, we're going to look at how we can optimize the VEO online tools and features to impact your coaching program, your coaching process, and ultimately drive performance in your environment. VEO is a video capturing software and tool, but once the video is uploaded, how do we utilize it? Coaches have limited time, so here's some tips, tricks, and tools and ways to bring it to life in your environment and maximize the efficiency and impact you have. So log into your VEO account, access a game and video file. Here we're using this example down the bottom. As we click into it, it automatically loads. We've got the playback timeline across here. We can click anywhere and it's going to jump us forward and backwards. Okay, as you see in the timeline, we can hit pause. We've got little dots scattered across this timeline. If we go now to the bottom right hand of our screen, we can open the timeline and we can see what those little dots represent. These are pre-existing tags that have been inputted into the timeline. If I click on the corner row, it indicates that there's 4 clips involved there. It takes me to it. Now if I hit pause, I can skip forward 5 seconds from that very moment or skip back. Another option in the playback is jump forward to the next highlight. I want to see the 3rd corner. Or you can jump back to previous highlight. Before we go and talk about highlights, watch the game back, write down some key times, as this will set you up later on when we talk about how we establish highlights. Other features that we want to draw our attention to is over here, the playback speed, half speed, quarter speed, or 2 times, 4 times, or 8 times. Recommendation, play it back at normal speed, unless you're very familiar or aware of when this game was played and key moments you want to extract. You've got the mute or unmute option. As a coach, when you're extracting the content yourself, you can watch it with the audio on or off. But if you ever present back to your players, take the audio away. The audio can be distracting away from your coaching message and how you might be interacting with the group. The final option as well is full screen. Present back in full screen mode. Notice, I've still got on my timeline here the corner row activated. So as I try to click forward, it doesn't allow me. It jumps back to that corner row. So in order to deactivate that, just hit the corner and now I can click and drag forward. Or I can click to any other time in the feature or the file. This part of the tutorial is going to look at how we can create a highlight that is an event in the game that we want to use. The event itself or the tag could be a positive aspect of the game or a developmental opportunity for individuals, units, or the entire team. Now how we go about doing that is hitting this plus icon. Here are existing tags that are either VEO generated or we've created our own customizable tags. If we want to create a tag, we hit plus. We can type something in here and write tackle, hit create. Or if that already exists, it will tell you, and we can say interception. Create the tag. It's now an option in our list in here. If we wanted to delete a tag, we've got the VEO existing tags or our customizable tags. So we can delete interception. The language that we use is really important here because other users can access and see those tags. That could be players, that could be parents, that could be administration. But so it's being very important that this jargon is one, respectful, but also relates to your coaching methodology. When we have visibility, we have options here. We have it publicly available. Anyone with a link can see it. That's if you're sharing it with other people or external factors. It may not be ideal. Team only, involved players when you tag them in, coaches, or only myself. I recommend until you've got your tag precisely the way you want it, only have it set visible for you until you're comfortable with sharing it. So now, we're going to go to a moment in the game. We're going to go around to the 7th minute mark. Okay, just going to hit pause. I'm going to hit attacking organization. Here, when we've hit that, we want to go to follow cam. The interactive cam is a feature that's only available 90 days after the recording. Follow cam is just going to track the automatic feed. We can select own team or opponent team, and we can add a comment in. We can mention people, like I said, players or coaches, when we say at and assign a name if they're members in the existing VEO account. But now we've got this clip it's 30 seconds in length. We're right in the middle. It starts earlier and then finishes later. But now, because I wrote this time down, we want to start at the 7-minute mark. And we want to go through to 7:21. We go create highlight. Now, you see down in the timeline here, it's got attacking organization, 2 clips. If I click on that, it's going to jump us to the beginning. We can watch this clip back. We can add in notes or comments. What do we see? What do we notice? Good ball speed. Can we exploit space down the side? I hit save, still only visible to me. We're now going to take a look at the online drawing tool feature integrated into VEO. I've identified a player we're going to look at. We hit the plus button, now we're going to add in the spotlight. These tools are only available online. Now I want to add in a movement or a pass. We create it with the arrow, drag and drop. Now, to clear the drawing, we go down and go over the trash can and hit the trash can button. But this is a benefit of all this type of work is allowing our coaching message to be integrated with the playback. Once we hit play, the drawings do not stick to the video, which is an important detail on the playback. The next feature we're going to talk about is how we can download these clips. This is a really important feature because we don't always have access to the internet, and maybe we want to present this back to a group in a locker room or in a meeting room. How do we download these clips? Well, we come over to the clip we want to use, the 3 dots, hit download, and it's going to automatically download that clip to your computer. There's a huge benefit for this, is because now you've taken this autonomy from an online tool to a specific clip that you can have impact with players pitch side or off the field. Now, as a coach, and it doesn't matter what sport you work in, you might be able to use these clips as to identify your coaching methodology and how your coaching process works.